Good morning. Thanks for joining me for another mindful moment. As you can see here with the background, I'm still on the road. I'm out in Colorado Springs at a conference and really enjoying my time out here. Some wonderful people. Yesterday we really unpacked this idea of acceptance and how that is just such a phenomenal tool in order to, literally live in reality, to in the process of living in reality, to eliminate a lot of stress, worry, and fear in our lives. So, if you didn't hear yesterday, just a brief recap. The idea of acceptance, it's not that I like what's happening, it's that the more quickly I accept what is happening, whether I like it or not. In other words, living life on life's terms, accepting reality, this is what's happening in this current moment. The quicker I can get to that point, the more able I am to use the moments in my life in ways that are meaningful, ways that are productive, and the ways that will allow me to be a better human being, to improve, to grow. So much of our life stress and worry and fear is built around how we want things to be, how we fear they may turn out. And too often, just our interactions with people. I'm going to go somewhere and somebody's talking to me. I need to get somewhere and somebody's in my way. Our interactions are brief and short because I need to be somewhere else. I need to accomplish something else. And we're not even really present for what's happening. So much of our life is just busy. We're doing things to get them out of the way to go do other things. Acceptance has this peace that says, well, this is not just something I'm doing. This is not something that I need to get rid of this person, but that I'm accepting that whatever's arising, whether it's a person, an event, things I need to do, some chores, that this is what I need to attend to right now. This is what's happening. I had a plan. Now there's another thing coming in what I perceive to be my way. When in fact, literally, it is the way. One of my favorite lessons in life is obstacles that we find in our way are actually the way. The obstacles in our life are not in our way, they are the way to grow, to learn, to participate in life. And acceptance allows us to engage, embrace whether we see them as obstacles or opportunities to grow, but literally everything in our life is an opportunity for us to improve ourselves and to engage in this life. One of the things I mention a lot is today's a day that will never come again in your life. We don't know how many we have, so rather than filling today with a lot of things to do, how about we accept and enjoy this very precious opportunity to participate in a day that will never come again, and to use it wisely, whether it's difficult or challenging or joyful and fun or exciting, in ways that are truly meaningful. Acceptance is just foundational. It fundamentally means that I am fully engaged with what is happening, with whatever news I get, in ways that are meaningful, productive. So I wanted to tie this to today's quote. So every day in our Mindful Life community, in our Mindfulness and Recovery communities, we have daily lessons and activities. And if you're not already a member, I suggest you join. Today's lesson is around a quote by Mahatma Gandhi, which is, "An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching." So, for example, we give a lot of good advice. We tell people things they ought to do. We actually describe ourselves. I'm this kind of person. And the question is, are we that kind of person? Do we practice what we preach? Do we engage in the activities that we find most meaningful? Do we show up in the ways that we find most valuable? An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. Yeah, I'm going to do this one day. This is something that I'm aspiring for. Well, what if we really understood that right now in this moment, There's nothing preventing us from being the person we want to be in this moment. Right now. Right now, if I want to be an honest or kind or loving person, I can do that in this moment. There's no barrier in this moment. And if I really understood that right now in this moment, I can be this person, I can show up in the ways that I find most meaningful, I can put that in practice. And yeah, it'll fade away pretty quick. I'll forget, I'll get mindless, those things happen. But an ounce of practice to bring this into my day. So where I'm going with all of this is I would love to encourage you to practice acceptance today, to practice utilizing, as we talked about yesterday, the events that you've come into today, whether it's a person or a thing you need to do, anything that feels a little bit stressful or in your way. Breathe for a moment, to accept what's happening, to attend to the person, the event, the thing you need to do in a way that's in alignment with the person you want to be. And see if we can't practice this for a little bit. As we practice, we improve. So that's my mindful moment for today, and I'm going to work on putting that in practice as well. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to our next opportunity. Be well.